Welcome to Tzu Chi This Week. I'm Mary Lee. It's good to have you with us. In this week's top stories, Tzu Chi volunteers in Thailand bring relief items and consolation cash to fire victims in Ma Fa Luang County. Tzu Chi volunteers in Jiangxi province visit nursing home residents to deliver loving care in Nanchang. And finally, we see the influence Jing Si Aphorisms has in Western countries like Australia and Canada. In northern Thailand's Chiang Rai province, a fire broke out in the remote village of Pahamang, Ma Fa Luang County, where many poor residents were displaced. Upon learning of the unfortunate incident, volunteers and teachers of the Chiang Mai Tzu Chi School arrived with relief aids and consolation cash to assist the fire victims with their immediate needs.
Northern Thailand is remotely located. Ma Fa Luang County of Chiang Rai is 120 kilometers north of Chiang Mai. The village of Pamahang is in ruins because of a fire. A senior can only try to salvage the rice on the ground as his home was lost to the electrical fire. A total of 55 people in 11 households were affected in the disaster. The chief of the village decided to turn to Tzu Chi for help, and faculty of the Chiang Mai Tzu Chi School and volunteers show up in response.
I want to encourage the fire victims to move on with their lives. To give them the strength they need, we will continue to support them, helping them get back on their feet.
Over the past few months, Tzu Chi volunteers in Taoyuan, Taiwan have been caring for Mr. Tang and his family. Due to the couple's poor health, Mr. Tang and his wife don't have the strength to work. Upon learning of the family's plight, volunteers decided to reach out with a helping hand to clean up their cluttered home. But first, we go to Malaysia, where Tzu Chi volunteers in Kuala Lumpur help care recipient Rasa Sami fix her broken roof.
A dilapidated home with a roof that leaks whenever it rains is where Tzu Chi care recipient Ramasamai, a single mother, and her children call home.
All the wooden beams have rotted out and will fall if you put pressure on them. Sometimes I have to tie up all the curtains and put buckets on the floor to catch the rainwater. Our beds are broken too.
A year ago, Ramasamai sought help from other organizations but did not receive any reply. Upon learning of her plight, Tzu Chi volunteers decided to help.
Her roof was covered with zinc sheets which rust easily. Today we have replaced the zinc sheets with high-quality industrial roofing materials. Her new roof is strong enough to last for 5 to 10 years.
After 3 days of construction, Ramasamai and her children can finally live in a house with a roof that leaks no more.
I can finally sleep soundly at night. I don't have to worry about heavy rain or have to use water buckets to catch excess rainwater.
Tzu Chi volunteers also organized a tea gathering on Ramasamai's behalf to give her the chance to celebrate this special moment with her loved ones. Despite the differences in race, at this moment, everyone is like family.
Thanks, Sissy, and then give her happy, that's it. Very happy.
I am extremely happy and want to thank all of the Tzu Chi volunteers. I will try my best to recruit more Tzu Chi members, and together we can do even more good deeds.
Under the encouragement of Ramasamai, 3 of her friends who came to join the celebration happily signed up as Tzu Chi members to help those in greater need. Tzu Chi volunteers' footsteps in helping the less fortunate also reached the home of Mr. Tang of Taoyuan, Taiwan. Knowing that Tang and his wife both suffer from health problems, Tzu Chi volunteers arrived to make sure the couple lives in a clean environment.
Tang and his wife used to live a life of riches. His wife is the daughter of a successful businessman who owns a construction company. However, they encountered some problems and lost most of their wealth.
Due to a car accident, Tang's wife was left with limited mobility. As Tang has to go through long-term dialysis treatment, Tang's son has become the sole breadwinner of their family.
He never thought that his life would turn upside down like this, so he didn't prepare anything. After interacting with Tang and his wife, we realized that they used to be extremely wealthy. Tang said that Tzu Chi volunteers have given him tremendous love and support.
After more than 5 months of interaction, the volunteers have finally gained the Tang family's trust. Prior to their departure, Tang rushed out to catch the volunteers to present them with a bamboo coin bank filled with his love and gratitude.
In Jiangxi province, China, Tzu Chi volunteers returned to a nursing home in Nanchang to fill the lonely seniors' hearts with laughter and joy.
Without their family by their side, these seniors are happy to see these visiting children.
Today I performed the little apple. Seeing them happy, I'm happy as well.
A grandma also sings a song in return to show off her talent.
Living here alone, I see you now as my own family. I hope you all visit every day. It's good to have you around. You are so kind-hearted.
It makes me feel happy to sing and dance with the grandpa and grandma here.
Through this event, we come to understand to always do charity with full compassion, as said by the Master.
This visit is the combined effort of volunteers from Taiwan, Nanchang City, and the local community. The exchange of hugs and human warmth is what the seniors long for. And at the end of the visit, the group promises to return the next month.
In Taiwan, the Tzu Chi Performers Association traveled to Jiangxi's Dalian Tzu Chi Hospital to care for the patients of the Heart Lotus Palliative Care Ward. Though the journey took at least 8 hours round trip, these celebrities were glad to have taken the time to put a smile on the patients' faces. Meanwhile, in Indonesia, during their latest home visitation, 7 employees from Daai TV Indonesia tagged along with Tzu Chi volunteers. Let's take a look at one of the care recipients they visited. Sitting in her mother's lap, 2-year-old Anissa has always been small for her age. With her family's finances in dire shape and herself suffering from congenital intestinal problems, Anissa can be described as malnourished.
The doctor diagnosed her with epilepsy and asked what milk she drinks because he wanted to recommend a certain type of milk formula. At the time, I didn't have a job and couldn't afford to purchase it.
Last year, while going to the hospital, Anissa and her mother encountered Tzu Chi volunteers along the way. After finding out the difficulties faced by the family, volunteers began providing baby formula for Anissa.
Before, my daughter's health was not so good. She got sick a lot. Now that she has been drinking formula, she's much better. She's even learning how to sit, crawl, and stand.
The volunteers visit us every week. My daughter is becoming healthier by the day. I'm truly grateful and don't know how to repay you.
Tzu Chi's monthly home visitations not only offer this impoverished family a strong pillar of support, but also a life-changing experience for some first-timers.
I think participating in these home visitations can help us to nurture our heart of compassion outside of work, and when back at work, we can apply the empathy we have discovered into our programming.
Stepping out from behind the camera, the employees of Daai TV Indonesia are learning life lessons applicable to all areas of their life and work. Revisiting Dalian Tzu Chi Hospital's Heart Lotus Palliative Care Ward, celebrity Lin Jingli's memory of his father's stay at the palliative care is brought back. It was in seeing the selfless givings of the Tzu Chi volunteers in accompanying the patients back then that inspired him to become a Tzu Chi volunteer.
They would always chat with my father and keep him company. At times, they would give him a massage as well. It was back then that I saw how caring they were towards my father, and I was determined that if there was an opportunity for me to join Tzu Chi, I would.
Also filled with a heart to give back is celebrity Zhou Tingting. 6 years ago, Tingting was nervous about undergoing throat surgery to remove vocal cord nodules. But thanks to the comforting words of Tzu Chi volunteers, her worries were eased.
The volunteers was very gentle with me and told me not to be worried. Just close my eyes and sleep, and when I wake up, I'll be better. Perhaps for the volunteers, those are the words they often say to patients, but for me, those words filled me with strength to face my surgery.
With one song after another, these celebrities help patients forget where they are and relax into the music. In Australia, 7 teachers of the Tzu Chi Academy in Perth attended a teacher training seminar to share their experiences on how they incorporated Jing Si Aphorisms into interactive games for students. Meanwhile, in Canada, in addition to offering free health checks for the students of the Edmonds Community School for the past 3 years, volunteers also gifted each student with Jing Si Aphorisms booklets in hopes the wisdom within can nurture their hearts. To further promote Jing Si Aphorisms, the volunteers were invited to hold a 6-week course after school.
说他要给他一件很好的外套让他穿，他希望能够帮妈妈清理房间。
In Canada, volunteers encourage students of the Edmonds Community School in Burnaby to write down good words or good deeds on a promise coupon and extend it as a gift to their parents. The coupons are the students' promises to their parents.
And it's for my family that I write some nice notes. I'll take out the garbage with my dad and I'll express my mom's cooking.
We were really happy about it, and when we received this coupon at the end of the course, she kind of fell into tears and she couldn't talk anymore. So it was really nice, and we were really thankful that you guys started this program.
After attending a once-a-week lecture for a total of 6 weeks, the children have begun to manifest the Jing Si Aphorisms in their daily lives.
The parents told us that their children are behaving more responsibly after attending the 6-week course. They have been telling others to do good deeds, say good words, and walk the right path.
Volunteers design fun and interactive games for students to show what they have learned over the course of the lectures. The audiences are captivated by the glove puppet performances on stage. Through the performance, volunteers work to promote Jing Si Aphorisms at this multi-ethnic school and instill correct values in the minds of their audience. To improve the quality of education, teachers also need to rehearse before class. All 7 teachers of the Tzu Chi Academy in Perth, Australia, attend the teacher training seminar held on campus. Being a teacher is Zhang Mingshu's life mission. Zhang has been teaching for 8 years and always finds it difficult when she says goodbye to her students.
Many of my students will return to see me after they graduate. Even some of my current students will hug me when they see me walking around the campus.
In the lectures, teachers design interactive games for students to learn the meaning and essence of the Jing Si Aphorisms. Although students from different grades react to the course differently, the students' enthusiasm are a constant source of motivation for their teachers.
Recently, Tzu Chi volunteers in the Philippines visited an elementary school in Quezon City to bring the students English dictionaries as a graduation gift. Tzu Chi volunteers hope the students will cherish the gift and use the dictionary to further their studies in the language.
In this elementary school in Quezon City, the Philippines, Tzu Chi volunteers are here with an English dictionary for each new graduate. Every class has come up with their own way to thank their teachers. After laughter and cheers, the students get emotional. Encouraged by the volunteers, the graduates express their gratitude through a thank you card and a cup of tea.
I am truly surprised that Tzu Chi's tea offering ceremony can move me so much. I will truly miss them after they graduate. I've never thought that they would be this important to me.
Malaking bagay po ito sa pag-high school ko po.
I will be attending middle school now. The English dictionary is very meaningful to me. It can help me learn English.
Every dictionary is full of the volunteers' love and well wishes. May the graduates continue to advance themselves while cherishing what they have.
In Taiwan, Arbor Day is celebrated in March, and to mark the occasion, various departments of Tzu Chi's education mission planted trees to honor the event. Loudly proclaiming they are tree lovers, students from the elementary division of the Tzu Chi Senior High School affiliated with Tzu Chi University are planting some trees. These sixth graders also write a letter filled with their hopes and dreams to their 20-year-old self and bury the letter in a time capsule.
My grandfather passed away last year, and I don't want others in my family to end up that way. So I vowed to become a doctor so that everyone can be free from sickness.
In Taiwan, Arbor Day is celebrated in March. To celebrate the occasion, Tzu Chi College of Technology students are planting coffee trees in conjunction with the school's internship cafe.
We hope the students can fully understand the process of how a cup of coffee comes to be, from planting the coffee tree to hulling, polishing, and roasting the beans.
Most of the coffee trees planted will produce Arabica beans that will be ready for harvest in 3 to 5 years.
Normally, we just purchase coffee beans from the store and grind it up to make a cup of coffee. However, we don't know how to plant the trees, nor what climate or geography is best suited for growing coffee. I think through taking care of these trees, we'll learn more on these topics.
Planting these trees isn't just part of an environmental education, but also the best way to protect Mother Earth. Last December, the east coast of the Malaysian peninsula was struck by torrential rain that caused massive flooding. Although months have passed, Tzu Chi volunteers' assistance has continued till this day. As many flood survivors in Manaik Urai Kelatan are moving into prefab units built by the Buddhist NGO, Tzu Chi volunteers have arrived with gifts to congratulate them. Meanwhile, at the Zhongling Private School in Penang, Tzu who joined the NGO's flood relief shared their experiences with fellow students.
In the wake of the worst flooding in Malaysia in decades, Tzu Huang Congyi and his counterparts decided to reach out to flood survivors by helping them clean up their homes. Despite the laborious duties, everyone still insisted on contributing their share.
虽然辛苦，为什么你们还能够坚持这么久呢？就想要帮他。
At the Zhongling Private High School in Penang, students who joined today's flood relief share their experiences with other pupils during the weekly assembly. To help flood survivors return their lives to normal as quickly as possible, Tzu Chi volunteers along with Tzu decided to help the victims clean up their homes. By being a part of the relief work, Tzu have realized the importance of family.
Now I always take the initiative to do household chores when I'm at home, because it is everyone's responsibility to do so.
Paying the fares to the disaster zone out of their own pockets, Liang and his parents traveled to the hard-hit area once again to lend a helping hand.
你为什么会想到要去2次赈灾？
觉得有机会帮助别人，就要珍惜那个机会咯。
By listening to the sharing, our students have realized how fortunate they are. Sometimes it is really hard for youngsters to understand how lucky they are, because they have not experienced any hardship in life.
By bowing respectfully to flood victims at the end of the distribution, Tzu Chi volunteers and Tzu expressed their thanks to the recipients for giving them the chance to serve. Seeing the devastation left by the flood, students and faculty of the Zhongling Private High School donate their love to help flood survivors begin life anew. To congratulate flood survivor Noor Aini for moving into a new home, Tzu Chi volunteers have arrived with a special gift, such as multi-purpose folding bed. Last year's floods destroyed Noor Aini's home, leaving her with a damaged kitchen and bathroom to use. After a thorough assessment, Tzu Chi volunteers decided to build a prefab unit in front of Noor Aini's old kitchen.
I am extremely happy and no longer afraid. This place is really comfortable. When I woke up this morning, I realized that I have access to the washroom by walking out the back door. I am so thankful to Tzu Chi. I don't think words can describe my gratitude.
Following her husband's passing 5 years ago, Noor Aini has been raising 6 children on her own. Noor Aini says the disaster almost took away her livelihood.
I want to continue working as a seamstress, but I haven't moved in my sewing machine.
Now with a new place to call home, Noor Aini is ready to pay the love forward.
I want to help those in need too. Tzu Chi volunteers gave me tremendous support, so I want to continue the circle of love. I can collect recyclables such as bottles, cans, and papers. The earnings from selling recyclables will be donated to my bamboo coin bank and later given to the Tzu Chi Foundation.
Prefab owner Wang Xing says the Buddhist NGO has helped him rediscover the warmth of family and a sense of belonging.
Steady lah. Steady 甲感覺講有一個厝的感覺。steady， 啲嚟物件，啲嚟打下冇。
In spite of the difficulties encountered, these flood survivors remain firm in their decision to help the less fortunate. In the years to come, the circle of love will surely continue to spread far and wide in Manigurai.
Getting in touch with their Tzu Chi roots so that they may better translate Macedonians' ideals to non-Chinese speakers, the volunteers from Tzu Chi's foreign language team visited the Jing Si abode in Hualien, Taiwan.
In Hualien, Taiwan, to better introduce Tzu Chi Foundation to foreigners, volunteers from Tzu Chi's foreign language team have studied thoroughly. Now they witness how the Dharma master of Jing Si abode applied the Jing Si philosophy in their daily lives. Furthermore, they were deeply moved and impressed by the dedication of the silent mentors of the Tzu Chi University.
I feel good to donate my body to Tzu Chi when I passed away because I know my body will be put to good use.
We learn to be humble in Tzu Chi by using our lives to benefit others.
The 2-day, 1-night trip was participated by 67 foreign language team volunteers who have gained a better understanding of Tzu Chi and will now be able to better inform the public with facts.
People have different opinions about the recent controversies surrounding Tzu Chi. Foreigners tend to be more critical. However, they can reason with you after you present the facts. This trip is a great opportunity for new members to learn about Tzu Chi. And with the language ability, volunteers will be able to spread the good words of Tzu Chi by starting to volunteer from their local community.
By using their language ability to pass on the essence of Tzu Chi's mission, volunteers are giving themselves a chance to form good affinities with others.
At the end of the show, we joined participants from 9 different countries as they gathered in Taiwan to attend the 64th Jing Si Life Camp. Although each participant's connection with Tzu Chi was different, they all hope to become diligent volunteers in the future. That's all the time we have for today. Thank you for watching the program. Have a good weekend.